This is the type of song that, and I told my friends this, but this is the type of song, let me put this, I'm gonna go full screen for this. This is the type of song that you and your friends are in the car going to a LA party, probably supper club or playhouse or whatever they are. One Oak, it don't matter, whichever. Well, y'all going to a party, y'all pre-gaming and just drinking Jameson or Seagrams or whatever bullshit. And then your homie just look you in your eye and say, yo, tonight this finna be a movie. Alright, this is gonna be a little different video. It's gonna be a beat making video, but I'm actually excited because I spent all weekend trying to look for different DAWs. Now I'm kind of taking a break with Logic. I'm still in love with it, I'm still gonna use it, but for the time being, I think, let me fix my mic. I think my mic ain't where it need to be. I'm pretty sure I already bought the license to it. I got like the edition above the Fruity edition, but I got FL Studio. I was choosing whether or not I wanted Reaper. Reaper was cool, but it just, the learning curve was still crazy. And while I did get the hang of it, it still was weird. Studio One was nice because it felt the most like Logic, but it also had issues where, like, if I wanted to get my own VSTs and other plugins that I just got over the years, I would have to shell out like a bigger amount. Ableton was sort of the same thing. Like, it was just too expensive at the time, even though Light was cool, but it was like also the most different to learn. But ultimately I fell on FL, and I was scared to use FL because I remember in the 5th grade when it was like Blake Reary Nowhere Near was like one of the demo songs, I think, on it. And I was just like, how do you make this? Like, my older brother used to make stuff on Fruity Loops. You know, all the hotter like hip hop producers use it, but it's just like, I felt like, oh, it's just easy. It's just easy. Well, boy, was I wrong. And I used to just be really snobby with that kind of stuff, and I really shouldn't have. And that's, you know, that's a quality in myself that I'm glad kind of changed its tune over the years, because I used to just think like, oh man, anyone can just make a beat on that and anything. But ultimately it works well. Like, I haven't had it crash on me like Logic does. It's running on my PC really well. But let's just get into it. I want to just show you guys how to make something really cool. And I still don't get a lot of the things here, certain ins and outs and things and stuff that I'm not completely there with. But bear with me. Just we going along this ride together. So without further ado, let's try this out. So this is FL. I already got like some, this is another like plugin that I like. It's called Chords. I saw this in other programs, and shout to Av McCree. Pretty much I'm using this other plugin called Cheese Machine. And what's cool about it is, like, the way it's set up, you kind of have to route certain things certain ways. So the way I have it set up, it's just regular. So it's not really doing much, but when you go into this one, it sounds like I can make some like Meek Mill, Tory Lanez type stuff. So let's see what I can make with this. Now, I'm never good with all this recording stuff too. This is the one thing I don't like about FL. Like, you have all these sort of ways to record, which is cool. Edison, I'm not really feeling it. Still trying to get used to it, because I also want to eventually learn how to do vocals in here. Because like how I did with Logic, it was just a one-stop shop with everything. I don't want to have to go to one thing to go to different programs to do different things. I just want to do everything in-house. So this is the year I'm just trying to use as much FL, and hopefully I could just be able to do it. So we'll do notes and automation. We don't have this armed yet, so let me get, yeah, here. Okay. So we have chords at number 6. So recording on 6, and we arm it. So now we have that going in, and we're just getting the pattern right now. Okay, so let's see what we got right there. Okay, good. So that shows that we actually recorded that successfully. It's probably not quantized well, but that's good. Okay, this is a good bass. This is a good bass to just sort of start with. Now we're gonna go into, no, let's just go into song mode, because I'm like, I want to hear everything as I'm doing it. So we're gonna make a second pattern, and this second pattern is gonna be drums. So that's pretty much what our drums are gonna be. So we have our pattern just right there. I've been using Flex, and I love Flex. Like, this is all I'll ever want to do something, because this is nice. I might have to tweak those a little bit. yeah, and that's pretty much that. It wasn't perfect because that last few parts, the velocity was like a lot lower than it should have been. But we're gonna go fix that. Yeah, I just want a regular quantile. And now we can even gonna do some like crazier. Well, we'll leave the crazier stuff later. Let's just get the base there, like the basis of everything, the foundation. So I'm gonna go into kicks. Yeah, we'll use that. I like that little pop. So I'm using like a Zaytoven kick that I got from like, I don't know where I even got it from. I mean, it's just all over the internet. I just get them. I'm trying to make it as much like Logic as possible because that's the only way I'm going to make sense of it. There's so many ways you can sort of make these. You can have so many like sort of beats and sounds in one little sort of section, or you could just have them separate. I used to do it in Logic where like all my drums are in one thing, but for now I just want to just have them all separate just for my sake, because it's a lot, I don't know, it's a lot easier for me to make sense of it. Yeah, so we have that. Cool. So, oh crap. So we got that. Alright, that actually sounds good. That actually will quickly quantize it. And now I want to do some little fun stuff. This is one thing I love on here. You can do like a quick chop or something, and it's so hard to do this in Logic. I just love that. We got to change up the velocity a little bit. That way it's kind of rising. Let me get my own hi-hats because I do not like, they're like preset hi-hats. Yeah, so we're gonna paint that and we're gonna like focus on that because I want to chop it too. I want this to be like nuts. The snares is one of the things we want to do, or a clap, it don't really matter. Think I was really a good producer until I realized I learned FL in like the span of a weekend. Like this is wild. Like I'm really just happy because I was like so depressed. Like I was like, am I really ever gonna be a good producer? Yeah. But this nice. This is I look want to cry right now. This is not bad. I'm sitting with my socks on. I'm sitting with my socks on. Listening to trap songs. We don't ever get along. I used to have a girlfriend, she would always walk around in something cool. I was going to school, trying to break the rules, drinking Gatorade, ice right by playing pool. Don't know what to do, freestyling by the yard, through the boulevard, always going so hard. God damn it, I lost it. Oh my God, what's wrong with me, yo? I done messed it up, I took the L. I deserve that. But it's all good though, because this one was actually good. I'm actually happy. Maybe in my next videos I should do something about how I arrange beats. That way like multi-episodes will be just me working on one beat and adding stuff to it instead of just going through. But so far we have our first pattern. And then we have a bass. And then we have our kicks. And then we have our hi-hats. And our snares. type of song, let me put this, I'm gonna go full screen for this. This is the type of song that you and your friends are in the car going to a LA party, probably supper club or playhouse or whatever they are. One Oak, it don't matter, whichever. Well, y'all going to a party, y'all pre-gaming and just drinking Jameson or Seagrams or whatever bullshit. And then your homie just look you in your eye and say, yo, tonight this finna be a movie. This that type of song, bro. This that, but you only got like $20 and you only got enough money just to go in the club. That's why you pre-gaming. This the type of beat this is for. It's for that dude. I used to be that dude. Not anymore. Okay, maybe sometimes, but now I'm a little better at it. So happy 2020 to all y'all. Can't wait to see what you guys make. Can't wait to see what I make using FL, which I'm starting to really like more and more the more I use it. It's like playing a new video game, and it's cool. Like I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. Probably the next paycheck, I'm just gonna go get like the full signature edition and just go ham. But I'm loving it so far. It runs so beautifully on my computer. It's wild. But that's going to be the end for me on here. If you guys have any questions or comments down below, definitely just chime in and just say what you want to say. I'll make sure to try to get back to you guys on it ASAP. But thank you guys so much for rocking with me, and stay safe and peace out. Yo.